Hello Taurus, this is Julie with Into Heart Space, and we are looking at your mid-month checkup for October 2018. Okay Taurus, let's get straight into it. Let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. What are the messages for my Taurus, Taurus rising, Taurus sun, Taurus moon? Alright, what do they need to know? Energy guidance for October 2018. Okay, so the energy that is coming in from the beginning of October into the rest of October is, okay, 10 of Cups reversed, okay? So this is a feeling of being kind of discontent, like just a little weary of things that are happening right now, not too sure of where the future is, not too sure of the decisions that have been made or what decisions you actually have to make. It's a little bit of confusion of what you truly want, and this is the beginning of October. And this is kind of what's trickling in, too, to the rest of the month. All right, so then we have the Tower reversed. That makes sense. All right, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Seven of Cups, and then Knight of Swords reversed. Lots of people. So this has to do with love, this has to do with career, love and relationship, career, wealth and health, and then also mind, body, soul connection. This is the overarching, okay? All right, so overarching, we have the Tower reversed. So this is a situation that has not gone your way, yeah, but needed to happen. So you may feel slighted by it, but it was important for it to happen, right? And you knew it was coming, like this was not a surprise. I do feel like just by what this, I'm going to pull some clarifier cards on the people who showed up, but I feel like a lot of people, since they're shifting in your life, it's a let go of relationship to somebody. It's like knowing that this relationship is going to end, but just not letting go of it yet. And so by the end of October, they will have exited their role in your life. So let's pull a clarifier card for this Queen of Wands. This has to do with love and relationship. Definitely it has to do with a love relationship or family member, friend, fire sign. So this is going to be Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. They go. They're not happy in the relationship with you. They're not happy with what's happening. So Taurus, I think for a lot of you, it's not you doing the leaving, it's somebody else doing the leaving. And like I said, it may not be a love relationship, but it could be a dear friend, it could be a family member who just kind of cuts you off and says, I don't want to deal with this anymore. But they leave, and it's very clear. They're like, you know what, I'm not happy here. I'm spending too much of my own emotion and spirit on this relationship, and I feel like I'm losing my own grounding, I'm losing my own footing. They may have even been supporting you in some ways financially, and now they're like, nah, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't, live with you. I can't be with you right now. And I mean, it's going to be a blow, but you kind of saw it happening. Okay, Taurus, I'm sorry. I wish I had something better. But the thing about this is that this Queen of Wands, this energy that's coming in, who's leaving, they're in a good space about it. They feel really clear and concise about it, and that this is not just an impulse. They thought about it. They thought about what was best for them. They thought about what would be best for you too, because they care and love you. And they thought, you know what, it's time for me to go. I gotta go so that my Taurian can become healthy, and so can I. So this act that is happening, as much as it may be uncomfortable, it could hurt your heart. It's it's really a positive shift, just because this fire sign is really doing it with the highest energy. Okay? So when we come to career and work, we have a King of Swords energy. So this is going to be an air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Oh, okay. And yeah, so the Chariot reverse is, dang it, why is it reversed? Okay, so I have the swords and then Chariot reverse. So I feel like you might be losing, a comrade at work too. Okay? So it could be like a good friend of yours at work is like, it's time for me to go. This doesn't feel comfortable. And I don't think it has to do with you. It doesn't have to do with any actions that you do. But it's just that their life is going on a different path. And so they have to kind of separate from the situation. So it could be a really good client of yours. It's like, you've done great, but I got to go. I've got to move on to somebody else or to some other situation. You did great for what we needed you for. You're amazing. And now I need to move on. Because the Chariot energy is like home. It's like going home. It's feeling really good about where you're headed and feeling, like you're on the right path. And then the Chariot reverse is like, I gotta go. Things need to shift in my life. I need to shift and find a different space. And so this person, this air sign is doing that right now, and it affects you. So once again, it's like you kind of saw the writing of the wall that they were leaving in some regard, and you just didn't want to let them go, which is okay. Once again, they're following their path. And so what I want you to notice about these two people, Taurus, is that they are like really clear and concise about what they need and what they want in their life. And so they're going after it. And so Taurus, I want you to do the same, because I feel like you have a lot of people in your life right now that's just pulling energy away from yourself and your own decisions, because you're giving other people so much attention. So the end of October, it's really going to be important for you, especially with this Tower energy in reverse, finding your own foundation and standing strong in what you need. And right now, Taurus, I feel like you don't know what you need. You don't know what makes you happy, especially with this 10 of Cups that happened at the beginning of October. And so not having a clear space of self is what's really wigging you out, like the end of October. It's like these people are moving, but then what's happening to you? What's going to happen to your life? What do you want? And you're not too sure about that. So take notes on these two people and how they exit certain situations and what they do and what they say, because that'll give you a little hint and a little push and a nudge in your own personal direction. Because when it comes to finances and it comes to your health in a way, like I know I lumped those two together and it doesn't seem like they correlate whatsoever, but follow me on this. We have the 7 of Cups. And so it's like you're going to have to make some pretty tough decisions on which, the fork in the road, because with these two situations here, you're going to really want to revert back to habits that were unhealthy. You're going to really want to revert back to habits that are just coping and not building and strengthening. So you're going to have to make a really clear, concise decision which fork in the road you will take that will lead you on a road of gratitude, on a road of health, on a road of wealth. That's the saying, your health is your wealth. All right. So there's this road, but then there's this other road that's just going to really deplete you and fog things up even more and make it really difficult to see your own personal truth. So you're gonna know exactly what road both those roads look like. And the road that's really unhealthy is pretty darn gluttonous, probably tastes delicious, is really, really expensive, but it feels good at the time. So I understand why that is so pleasing. So in this situation, I would say take care of yourself, and treat yourself too every once in a while. It doesn't have to be a whole month of gluttony. you can have a slice of cake and that's it. You know, and I know it's hard right now to even think like that, but do something that is really healthy for you, but also treats you, just to keep you on that road, because financially it's like you're going to have, it's not like you're lacking, it's just I feel like you're going to overspend. Same with Aries. You know, this energy of like, just spend everywhere. I don't care if it's good or bad, you know, and it's a trigger. It's a trigger from everything that's happening, of people leaving and shifting in your life. So then we come to the mind, body, soul connection. And so this is the Knight of Swords reversed. And this is definitely, I was thinking it was a person, but it's not. It's an energy. It's a message that it's like, you've left the building. You know, swords energy in the reverse is like slice and dice and get out of there. So like your situation here is kind of like that. People have been kind of slicing and dicing and then leaving, and kind of leaving you wounded, leaving you with this gaping hole to fix up. But the thing is it's not their responsibility to fix that. It's up to you to suture your own wounds in this situation. And so it's like, you have been cut. You've been cut pretty hard, Taurus, the end of October. But you can heal from it. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. And so somebody's going to kind of give you a message that you're not going to enjoy hearing, but it speaks the very bluntest of truth to you and hits you at your core. And you will think, how mean can they be? But at the same time, it'll ring so true. And so that moment, it's going to slice you open, but it's going to slice you open to alleviate this pain, to alleviate the fog that has come in, so that you can really start to heal and create the space for that path of gratitude and of health. So know that when you feel that slice and dice, yeah, it hurts in the moment, but let it out so that you can create anew. And then also be grateful for these people showing you this lesson of, okay, they value themselves. They love themselves. They made hard decisions that embetters their life and everyone around them. I've got to do the same. Okay? So think like that. Or not, don't think any way you want, but if you kind of, if you entertain that idea, it'll make your life a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to pull an angel card. It just popped out. So, yep, release. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you and or your purpose. Okay, so say a little note of gratitude to Archangel Michael, to your guides, for getting rid of these things that no longer serve you. You know, your purpose is grand, and you need to have space for it to really foster. And these people were steps in this process, but they're not the end-all be-all. Okay? So that is exciting. What's next? What's next? Release and start anew. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out a lot, and it really lets me know that you enjoy these videos. Please leave a comment, say hello to me. I love hearing from all of you. And if you want to get a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, go to my website. You can also find me on Instant Go and become a patron. Such great things. We stay in contact on a personal level. More so, I send videos to just my patrons. I send readings, personal readings to my patrons. So it's really worthwhile. It's like having your own personal astrologer and tarot reader. So I would love for you to join that and to connect in that way. And remember, listen to your heart and the body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessings.